Okay, so I'm now going to do a bunch of bloopers on voiceovers, but this is me doing my eyebrow with the e.l.f. pencil. It was $2 at Walmart, so, you know, go pick that up, save you some money. It works really well. I really enjoy it, and, I mean, you just clean it up with concealer as well. Oh, and bow, they see me doing that. I went in with the Vast shade from the Mirage palette as well to set a base powder. And then you're going to go in with the Fuego shade from the Mirage palette as well. And you're just going to create a pumpkin base, you know, just like kind of fill your eyelid with a circle of the Fuego shade, and you see me tapping it on. And you don't want to like make it into like this big look. You just want kind of like want to make it into the shape of a pumpkin, and if it's not perfect, it's fine, because here you can see we're going to outline it with the Desert shade from the Mirage palette as well. And we're just going to clean up the edges and kind of like get the base of like the shape of the pumpkin formed, and also use that to create the lines from the pumpkin. And for the left side, you're going to want to curve the lines towards the left, and for the right side, you're going to want to curve the lines towards the right to create the circular shape that all pumpkins have. And you're just like, it gives it more like definition, I guess. I think that's the word. Oh goodness, I'm not recording this again. So here you see me going in with a neon green color. Any green color you have will work just fine. You just use it to create a stem. It's really easy, just a simple line. And then here you see me creating some vines on the side of my eye with that same color. And this just gives it kind of like a more like, I don't know, better feeling. Like, I mean, when you see a pumpkin on the ground, they usually have vines on it. You're going to go over the pumpkin, just dab on some Visionary shade from the Revolution palette that's in my hand, and you're going to smoke out the bottom lash line with the same green you used to create those vines and that lovely little stem. And here you see me going in with mascara. I am using the Fall Fiber mascara from JCat. And you're going to need, I mean, you can use any mascara you want. You're just going to need mascara because it blends your real eyelashes in with your fake eyelashes. Oh my goodness, I avoided a stutter there. Ugh. Okay, so you just, you know, apply your mascara shade on, and then, yep, there you see me. Now we're going to go in. Okay, you're going in with the Flawless shade from the Revolution palette that's in my hand, and you're just going to create that over the top. And I used a neon orange color to go over that same shade and give it more of like an orangish look, because I felt like the brown was just not going to create the cotton candy vibe. So it gives it more of an orange brown look. And then you're going to cut your crease with concealer. And I mean, most of us know how to do that, so you just kind of cut it to about 3/4 of the way, because you still want that orange to be at the bottom as well. And then you're going to go in with the Trendsetter from the Revolution palette as well. And I also went over that with a bright neon yellow look or eyeshadow, and trust me, it did not last being that bright, so don't worry. Once you blend it out, it kind of like gets a little bit dull. Here you see me patting some white into the inner corner of my eye, and now you can see what that looks like. And here I'm blending the shades together, and you can see that the yellow did also get a little bit duller, but I went back in with the Trendsetter, just gave it another layer, and I'm still blending. I think right now I'm adding a little bit more of the neon orange as well to give it more of an orangish look instead of a brown look, and just kind of like blending it all together, making it look nice and even. Here I'm cleaning up the edge with concealer, and now I'm going in and I'm making my wing. You could do that with any liquid eyeliner that you have. I think I picked this one. Actually, I didn't even buy this. I think I got it from my mom like a while ago. I really need to get some new liquid liner, but you know, whatever you have works, and you just create a wing shape that you want. That's going to work for you. And for the lower lash line, eventually you're going to smoke it out, and you're going to use this shade, oh goodness, I think it's Topaz. Yeah, Topaz. You're going to use that shade on the lower lash line. But right now I'm still doing the wing, because you can see I'm not the best with wings, but I do them. Man, you just can't shut up for one of these. I'm not editing that out, but we're going to just add the same mascara I used for the other eye, and we're going to just continue, you know, applying that. Here you see me with my primer, and I just use my hands to apply that because, you know, and make sure I get a full layer all over my face. And I was listening to music, but I also think John interrupted me here and was talking to me as well, so that's why my lips are moving all weird. And you apply it to your neck as well, and then you just like use whatever foundation you want. That's not even the Fit Me one. I mixed it with a different concealer to make a better shade, and then boom, you blend it out, and here you add your concealer to the places you want to highlight. Yep, there's me dancing, do a little move to whatever song I was listening to. And you just apply it to any place that you want highlighted, like I said, and I apply that before I do the concealer, because if you put the concealer on at the same time you apply the, oh my goodness, if you put the contour on at the same time you apply the concealer, then you're going to end up blending the contour into the places where you want the concealer, and those are supposed to be the places that are lighter on your face. And yep, see, there's John interrupting me again. And there's me having a whole conversation with him. I should have probably cut that out, but oh well. Here's me applying the concealer, and you apply a little bit by your eye as well to kind of give it like a lift, and then like a sink lift, sink type thing. And I apply it on my forehead as well, and on my jawline. And I don't know if you guys can hear my cats meowing in the background, but they were just let into the room I'm trying to hide out in and record this in. And then you just go ahead and blend it out, and you can see I put some on my lower lip, underneath my lower lip, to make my lower lip look bigger. I mean, you don't have to, but it helps. And there's my cat that was just trying to pop her head in. She always lays with me when I'm doing my makeup tutorials. Also, ignore the background. I'm currently going through all my clothes and all our children's clothes to decide what we need and what we don't need, so it's kind of like in boxes behind me. And normally when I contour my nose I use a brush, but I liked how the beauty blender was working, so I used the beauty blender for that. And here you go and apply apply some loose face powder, and I use the Airspun loose face powder. My goodness. And you just apply that to where you contour it a little bit. And I put it on the side of my nose as well. And then cut the line for where I want the contour to be, to end at the bottom. My goodness. And then there's me. I noticed I had gotten the green eyeshadow on my chin, so I wiped it off. And then I put a little bit on my forehead, but not much, excuse me. And it's just because my forehead gets a little bit oily. And then I went in with a brown contour kit, and I just added a little bit more powder to my cheeks, and I'm blending that out right now, as you can see. And you just keep blending, and you blend until you feel like your wrist is gonna fall off. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually not that bad. You just blend until you feel like you've hit the right amount of contour that you want. And there you see me going in with bronzer. And you can see I still haven't blended out the rest of the powder, and here's me blending that out. Also, ignore my cats just randomly popping up. And then I used the blush that I want, and I have this like LA Colors I Love Makeup Glow palette, and I used the like light pink in that shade to create a blush that I like. And like I have said before, I don't usually go for like big name brand makeup palettes, but here's me lining my lips with a purple lip liner crayon, and I'm going to highlight the top lip with a pink highlight. You can use any pink highlight you want, or any highlight really. I prefer a pink one because it blends in with the lipstick more. And yep, there's the smoking out the lash line with the topaz shade from the Mirage palette. My goodness. And then I'm using the white highlighter that I have and just applying it on the under my eyebrows and inner corners of my eyes, the top of my nose, and like the high points of my face. And then you went and applied whatever false eyelashes you like. I'm also applying a tan lipstick. It's the Revolution matte lipstick, and it's just like a regular tan shade. You just put it over and blend it with your finger to kind of create like a pinkish lipstick that ends up looking really nice. And here you see the final look.
Why you let them do you like that? You let them cheat on you.